the area. What's meant by area? Area is the space inside the 2D shapes. Here in this triangle, or parallelogram, square, and rhombus, the area is the space inside these shapes. We can't use units such as meter or centimeter because they only measure distance in straight line. We use the ruler or the measuring tape to measure just straight lines. We can't measure the space inside the shape with these tools. So to measure the area, we use squares. If I have this square, I will divide it into squares 1 centimeter units, and I will count how many squares did I find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the area of this shape is 9 squares. And the units of measuring the area are centimeters squared, meter squared, decimeter squared, kilometer squared, and so on. But what if you want to calculate the area of a shape and there are no squares to help us? For example, this piece of land. This is a very big area. I can't measure it using squares. So I have to know the side length of our shape. Here, this is 9 meter, and here, this is 9 meter also, because it's a square shape. And the side length is 9 meter. So we have to get a rule for calculating the area of this shape. The rule of calculating the area of the square is side times side. So area equals side times side. So 9 times 9 equals 81 meter squared. Example, if the side length of the square is 5 centimeter, find its area. So I have a square and its side is 5 centimeter. The area is equal to side times side. So the area is 5 times 5. 5 times 5 equals 25 centimeter squared. So I got the area of this square. Another example, if the side length of the square is 7 centimeter, find its area. Okay, I have a square, the side length 7, and the area is equal to side times side. So the area will be 7 times 7 equals 49 centimeter squared. Let's take the area of parallelogram. Booklets, page 36. The area of parallelogram equal base times height. This is our rule. Our rule is base times height. And I can write it the formula A equal B times H. B stands for the base and H for the height, and A for area. This is different shapes of parallelograms. This is the base, and the height is the perpendicular line from the vertex to the opposite side. So this is my height. And in this shape, this is my base, and this is my height. And here, this is the base, and the height is the line from the vertex to the corresponding line perpendicular on it. So this is the height. Every time our rule is the area of parallelogram equal base times height. So this magic triangle will help me to find the area. I have here the area, it's equal to base times height. So if I need the area, I will hide it in my magic triangle, and I will find the rule is base times height, B times H. Now what if I want the base, or I want the height? Here the area equal base times height. But if I want the height, here I will hide the height. What's left in my triangle? Area over base. So if I want the height, in my magic triangle, hide the height, and what's left in the triangle? Area up over the base. What if I want the base? The base will be equal, this time, area over height. Height the base, and you will find the rule is area over height. So if I want the area, it will be base times height. If I want the height, it's area over base. If I want the base, it's area over height. This is the rule of the area of parallelogram. Okay, I have here find the area of the following figures. Here he gives me the base and the height. My base is 11, my height is 4. So area equal base times height. I will write my rule. Area equal 11 times 4. This is my base and my height is 4. 11 times 4 equal 44 centimeters squared. Here in my letter B, I have the area equal base times height also. My base here is 12 and my height is 18. So the area will be 12 times 18. 12 times 18 equal to 116 centimeters squared. In letter C, I have again the area equal base times height. The base here is 8.4 centimeters and the height is 5 centimeters. 8.4 times 5 equal 42 centimeters squared. Booklet page 37. Letter D. I want the area of the parallelogram, so the rule of the area of the parallelogram is base times height. Area equal base times height. The base here is 13, the height is 10, so the area will be 13 times 10, equal 130 centimeters squared. In letter E, the area equal base times height, area of parallelogram, and the base here is 5 and the height is 9, so the area will be 5 times 9 equal 45 centimeters squared. In letter F, find the area of the parallelogram whose base length is 12 and the height is 5. So the area of the parallelogram equal base times height. Here the base is 12 and the height is 5. So 12 times 5 equals 60 centimeters squared. Letter G, which area is greater? The area of parallelogram whose base length is 15 centimeters and height 9 centimeters, or the area of the square whose side length is 14 centimeters. Here I have to compare between two shapes, and I want to know which area is greater. The first shape that I have is the area of the parallelogram, and the base is 15 centimeters and height 9 centimeters. So the area of parallelogram equal base times height. Or he wants the area of the square whose side length is 14 centimeters. Okay, the first area, the area of parallelogram equal base times height. So the base of the parallelogram is 15 and the height is 9, so 15 times 9 equal 135 centimeters squared. And I have to get the area of the square. The area of the square equals side times side. So it will be, here he gives me the side length of the square 14, so 14 times 14. 14 times 14 equal 196 centimeters squared. So now, which is greater? The area of the square or the area of parallelogram? The area of parallelogram is 135 centimeters squared, and the area of the square is 196 centimeters squared. The area of the square is greater. In letter H, find the height of parallelogram. Its area is 24 centimeters squared, whose base length is 6 centimeters. So here he wants the height of the parallelogram. He gives me the area of the parallelogram 24 centimeters squared, and the base is 6. How can I get the height? The height equal area over base. So the area here is 24 and the height and the base is 6, so it will be 24 over 6. So the height equals 4 centimeters. The area of triangle. Booklet page 38. Area of triangle. The area of triangle, its rule is half times base times height. And its formula is A equal half times B times H. Here I have different types of triangle, the acute angle triangle, the right angle triangle, and the obtuse angle triangle. This is the base, and the height, it's the perpendicular line from the vertex to the opposite side. So this is the height of the acute angle triangle. In the right angle triangle, this is the base, and this is the height. In the obtuse angle triangle, this is the base, and this is the height. In the obtuse angle triangle, the height is formed outside the triangle. This is our magic triangle. I have up the area, and down it's divided into 3 parts, which is half times B times H. This is my rule, that the area equal half times base times height. If I want to find the area is equal to half times base times height. Okay, what if I want to find the height? I will hide the height and see what's left in my triangle. Here, area up and down 0.5 times B times the base, or half times the base. So the height equal area over 0.5 times B. What if I want to find the base? Hide the base and see what's left in your triangle. Area up, so the base will be area up over 0.5 times H. So this if I want to find the base. Find the area of the following triangles. I have first to write the rule. So in letter A, I will write the rule. The rule of the area of the triangle is half times base times height. So here I have the base 12 centimeter and I have the height 6 centimeter. So the area will be half times 12 times 6. The area will be equal 36 centimeter square. In letter B, again the area equal half times base times height. So the area will be half times 7 and the height is equal 3. So it will be half times 7 times 3. So the area equal 10.5 centimeter square. In letter C, the area equal half times base times height. Here the base is equal 10 and the height is equal 3. So the area will be half times 10 times 3. The area equal 15 centimeter squared. Booklet page 39. Number 1. In the opposite figure, I have ABC is a right angle triangle at A. Complete. The area of triangle ABC equal half times base times height. My base here is 8 centimeter and the height is 6 centimeter. So it will be equal to half times 8 times 6. The area equal 24 centimeter squared. Number 2. Complete. The area of the triangle whose base length is 5 centimeter and the corresponding height is 6 centimeter is. So here I want the area of the triangle. The base length is 5 centimeter and the height is 6 centimeter. The area of the triangle equal half times base times height. So it equal half times 5 times 6 equal 15 centimeter squared. Number 2. The area of triangle whose base length is 8 and the corresponding height is 5. The area of the triangle equal half times base times height equal half times 8 times 5 equal 20 centimeter squared. Number 3, which is greater in area? A square whose side length is 20 centimeter or right angle triangle with base 8 centimeter and corresponding height 15 centimeter. So here I have two shapes and we want to compare between their areas. Which is greater? So first I have to find the area of the square and then the area of the right angle triangle and to compare between them. The area of the square equals side times side. So here the side is 20 centimeters, so it will be 20 times 20 equal 400 centimeters squared. And the area of the triangle equal half times base times height. So it will be half times 8 times 15. So it will be equal 60 centimeters squared. Now, which is greater, the area of the square or the area of the triangle? The area of the square is 400 and the area of the triangle is 60, so the area of the square is greater than the area of the triangle. Number 4, want to find the height of the triangle with area 20 centimeters squared and base 5 centimeters. He wants the height, give me the area 20 centimeters squared and the base 5 centimeters. The height equal area over 0.5 times base. So it will be, the area here is 20 centimeters, so it will be 20 over 0.5 or half times 5, which is the base. 20 over 0.4 or divided 0.5 times 5 equals 8 centimeters. The area of the square. Booklet page 40. The area of the square, as we took before, equal to the side length times itself. Or we can give it the formula area equals side times side. Or I have another rule. I have two rules for the area of the square, depending on the given that he will give me in my problems. So here I have another rule that the area of the square equal half the length of its diagonals times itself. So it would be half diagonal times diagonal. The area equals side times side. This is the first rule. Or the second rule, the area equal half times diagonal times diagonal. If I want to find the side equals square root the area. The side equals square root the area. This is a very, very important rule. To find the side, you have to make square root the area. Number 1. The diagonal length of the square is 15 centimeters. Find the area of the square. Here he gives me the diagonals, so I have to use the second rule of the diagonal. The area of the square equal half times diagonal times diagonal. So it will be half times 15 times 15. The diagonals of the squares are equal, so I will write it the same. Half times 15 times 15 equal 112.5 centimeters squared. Number 2. If the side length of the square is 6 centimeters, find its area. Here he gives me the side length of the square. The area will be side times side. So 6 times 6 equal 36 centimeters squared. In number 3, find the side length of the square if its area is 36 centimeters squared. If I want to find the side length, I have to make square root the area. The side equals square root the area. So equals square root 36. On your calculator, press the button of square root and then 36 and you will find that the answer is 6 centimeters. Number 4. Two pieces of land. The first is a square shaped with side 10 meters and the second is a rectangle of length 40 meters and width 9 meters. Find which one is greater in area. Let's read it again in details. I have two pieces of land. The first is a square with side 10 meter and the second is a rectangle of length 40 meter and width 9 meter. Let's see which one is greater. First, I will find the area of the square. The area of the square equals side times side. So it will be 10 times 10 equal 100 meters squared. And then the area of the rectangle. Let's remember together, we took before that the area of the rectangle equal length times width. So equal length times width. The length here is 40 meter and the width is 9 meters. So it will be 40 times 9. 40 times 9 equal 360 meters squared. So which is greater? The area of the rectangle or the area of the square? The area of the rectangle is greater than the area of the square. Booklet page 41. Find the area of the following. I have here a square with side length 5 centimeters. So the area, I would use the rule of the side. The area equals side times side. So the area equals 5 times 5 equal 25 centimeters squared. In the second shape, he gives me the diagonal length. So I will use the rule of the diagonal. The area equals half times diagonal times diagonal. Here the diagonal length is not only 7, it's 7 plus 7. As the diagonals of the square bisect each other. So the diagonal will be equal 14 centimeters. So the area will be equal half times 14 times 14 equal 98 centimeters squared. Here in this shape I have a square with side length 6 centimeters. So I will use the rule of area equals side times side. So the area equals 6 times 6 equal 36 centimeters squared. In number 6, find the side length of the square whose area equals 81 centimeters squared. I want the side length and he gives me the area 81 centimeters squared. So the rule to find the side is square root the area. In your calculator, press the button of the square root and then press 81. Square root 81, you will find the answer 9 centimeters. In number 7, find the side length of the square whose area 25 centimeters squared. Again, the side equals square root the area. On your calculator, press the button of the square root and then put 25. You will find the answer 5 centimeters. Number 8, find the side length of the square whose area equals 36 centimeters squared. Side equals square root the area equals square root 36 equals 6 centimeters. The area of the rhombus. Booklet page 42. The area of the rhombus, the rule of the area of the rhombus is side length times height. Or I can give it the formula, side times height. Or it has another rule. Half the product of its diagonals. Or the area equal half times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So the rhombus has two rules. The first rule is area equals side times height. And here we have our magic triangles. Area equals side times height. If I want the area, hide the area, and you will find that the area equals side times height. What if I want the height? Hide the height. What's left in my magic triangle? Height equal area over side. If I want the side, hide the side. What's left in my triangle? You will find side equal area over height. So the rhombus has the first rule, area equals side times height, and another rule, area equal half times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2, according to the given in our problems. In number 1, find the area of the following figures. I have here a rhombus, diagonal 1 equals 18 and diagonals 2 equal 12 centimeter. So I will use the rule of the diagonals. Area equal half times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So the area equal half times 18 times 12 equal 108 centimeters squared. In this shape, I have a rhombus. Diagonal 1 equals 16 and diagonal 2 equals, this is diagonal 1, 16 centimeter, and diagonal 2 equals to 6 centimeter. 3 plus 3, as these two sides are equal. Diagonals bisect each other. So the area will be half times 16 times 6. It will be equal 48 centimeter squared. Booklet page 43. Number 2. The lengths of the diagonals of a rhombus are 18 centimeter and 10 centimeter. Calculate its area. So here he gives me the diagonals. I will use the rule of the diagonals. I have diagonal 1 18 centimeter and diagonal 2 10 centimeter. So the area will be half times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So half times 18 times 10 equal 90 centimeters squared. Number 3. Which is greater in area? A rhombus, so this is my first shape, with side length 5 centimeter and height 6 centimeter, or parallelogram whose base length is 10 and height 4 centimeter. First I have to get the area of the rhombus. Area of the rhombus is side times height, so it will be 5 times 6 equal 30 centimeters squared. And then I have to get the area of the parallelogram. Area of the parallelogram equal base times height. So it will be equal 10 times 4 equal 40 centimeters squared. Now, which is greater, the area of the parallelogram or the area of the rhombus? The area of parallelogram is 40 centimeters, so it's greater than the area of the rhombus. Number 4. The length of the diagonals of the rhombus are 8 centimeter and 7 centimeters. So 8 centimeter and 7 centimeter. And its height is 6.3. Find its side length. So here he wants me to find the side length. I have to get first the area of the parallelogram. To get the area, I will use the rule of the diagonals. The area equal half times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So the area of the rhombus equal half times 8 times 7 equal 28 centimeters squared. And then he gives me the height and he wants the side length. So let's remember, if I want to get the sides, what I have to do? My magic triangle. Hide the sides and see what's left in my triangle. The side equals what? Area over height. So the side equal area over height. So here side equal area over height. I will use the area which I get from the first part, which is 28 centimeters squared, over the height, which is 6.3. So the side equal 28 over 6.3. Using your calculator, it will be 4.44 centimeters. Number 5. The length of the diagonals of the rhombus is 9.7 centimeter. This is diagonal 1, and 11 centimeter. This is diagonal 2. And its height is 13 centimeter. Find its side. First, I have to get the area of the rhombus. The area of the rhombus equal half times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So it equals half times 9.7 times 11. Using your calculator, you'll find the answer 53.35 centimeters squared. Then I want to get the side. Side equals area over height. The area here is 53.35 and the height is 13. So 53.35 over 13. Using your calculator, you'll find the answer 4.1 centimeters.